Do you know what it feels like to sit at a dinner table, surrounded by people who call themselves your family, and realize they are quietly selling your future for money? I do, because my own family didn't just betray me. They used me. They broke me. They threw me away like I was nothing. And when I was at my weakest, they smiled. They thought I would cry forever. They thought I would disappear. But what they didn't understand is that soft hearts can become dangerous when they stop loving and start remembering. This is my story, and trust me, by the end of it, you'll understand why my family now lowers their eyes whenever they hear my name. My name is Elena, and once I was the kind of girl people called too kind for this world. I believed in family. I believed blood meant loyalty. I believed love was unconditional. I was stupid. After my parents died in a car accident, I was only 19. Everything changed overnight. My father had built businesses, land, properties, savings, enough wealth to secure my future. But grief makes you blind, and blind people trust snakes. My uncle said, "We'll take care of everything until you're emotionally stable." My aunt hugged me and cried fake tears. My cousins called me sister, and I believed them. I signed papers I didn't understand. I handed over control I never should have. I gave them trust, and they used it like a knife. Months later, I discovered the truth. My inheritance was gone, transferred, hidden, stolen, legally, by my own family. But that wasn't enough for them. No, they wanted more. They wanted complete control over my money, my name, my life. And that's when they sold me into marriage. He was rich, much older, cold, cruel, a business partner of my uncle. I remember saying, "I don't love him." My aunt looked me dead in the eyes and said, "Love doesn't feed you. Obedience will." Obedience. That word haunted me. I cried for nights, begged them, fell at their feet. I said, "Please, don't do this to me." My cousin laughed, actually laughed, and said, "Stop acting like your life matters that much." That sentence changed something inside me. For the first time, I realized they never loved me. Not once. I was an asset, a transaction, a body with money attached to it. And once they drained the money, I became disposable. The marriage was hell. He controlled everything. What I wore, where I went, who I spoke to. And every night, I looked in the mirror and slowly stopped recognizing myself. The girl with soft eyes was disappearing. Something colder was being born, something sharper, something patient. Then one night, I overheard a conversation that changed everything. My husband was on the phone, laughing. He said, "Once I secure the final property transfer, I'll divorce her. She's useless now." Then he laughed again and added, "Honestly, she's so broken, she'll probably destroy herself." I stood frozen. My heart stopped hurting and started hardening. That night, for the first time, I didn't cry. I planned, quietly, carefully, dangerously. If they wanted to teach me cruelty, I would become their greatest student. I escaped, not dramatically, not loudly, silently, like smoke. I took what little I had, sold jewelry, worked small jobs, studied business, learned law, learned finance, learned power. I rebuilt myself piece by piece for years. While they celebrated my destruction, I was becoming unstoppable. I launched a company, then another, real estate, luxury brands, investments. My name started appearing in magazines, then headlines, then television. Soon, the girl they treated like trash became a woman people called untouchable, powerful, elegant, ruthless. And then I made my move. I bought every debt my uncle owed, quietly, every loan, every weakness, every hidden problem. Then I called them in. They entered my office and froze. Because sitting in that chair was me. Not broken, not crying, not begging. Me, dressed in power, covered in dignity, carrying silence sharper than knives. My uncle whispered, "Elena." I smiled, coldly, and slid papers across the table. Foreclosure notices, asset seizures, legal claims, bankruptcy filings. My aunt started crying, real tears this time. My cousin begged, "Please, we're family." Family? I leaned forward, looked them straight in the eyes, and said, "Family doesn't steal your future. Family doesn't sell your body. Family doesn't bury you alive and call it love. You are not my family. You are my lesson." Silence. Beautiful silence. Then I stood and delivered the final blow. "Everything you built with my pain belongs to me now." And I walked away, leaving them exactly where they left me, powerless. Months later, they came begging. Letters, calls, messages, apologies. I ignored them all. Not because revenge healed me, but because peace mattered more than their regret. The sweetest revenge is not becoming cruel. It's becoming so powerful that their betrayal becomes irrelevant. I was once a soft girl who believed love would save her. Now, I am the woman who saved herself. And honestly, that feels better than revenge ever could. So tell me, if your own family betrayed you like this, would you forgive them or destroy everything they built? Comment forgive or revenge below. And if you believe the quietest people can become the strongest, subscribe. Because some stories don't deserve silence,